Why do certain individuals seem irresistible in the eyes of women, while others struggle to capture their attention? The answer may be hidden in the secrets of our biology. Today, we will explore together the fascinating and often underestimated world of the biology of seduction and how evolutionary forces intricately shape our seductive behavior. The call of biology. Biology's influence in seduction is an intriguing phenomenon that extends beyond mere physical attraction, subtly permeating our inclinations, preferences, and behavior in the romantic and social settings. Natural selection, a fundamental pillar of evolutionary theory, has over millennia shaped what we perceive as attractive today, influencing not only our choice of partners but also the dynamics of social and romantic interactions. This evolutionary process has favored certain physical and behavioral characteristics that, in various eras and contexts, have proven to be advantageous for survival and reproduction. For example, the preference for partners who show signs of health and vitality can be seen as an ecosystem of desires and attractions, deeply rooted in our biological instincts. Such preferences, although modulated and influenced by cultural and social context, have their roots in the distant past, where the ability to choose a suitable partner could determine the prosperity and survival of offspring. Biology, therefore, not only shapes our appearance but acts as an invisible thread that guides, often unconsciously, our affective and relational decisions, creating a bridge between the ancient call of nature and the complex dynamics of contemporary seduction. Physical attraction and genetics. Physical attraction, often perceived as a mere superficial response, is in fact deeply intertwined with our genetic matrix, acting as a compass that guides us towards potentially evolutionarily advantageous partners. When we talk about attraction, we are not only referring to obvious physical traits, but also to subtle signs that indicate good health and robust genetics. Women, for example, are often attracted to men who demonstrate the ability to provide and protect, characteristics that, in a primitive context, were essential for the survival of offspring. This search is not limited to mere economic ability or physical strength, but also extends to behavioral traits such as leadership and determination. Surprisingly, our scent also plays a not insignificant role in attraction. Our bodies emit pheromones, chemicals capable of transmitting information about our genetics and immune system to potential partners. These olfactory signals, often processed at an unconscious level, influence our romantic preferences, guiding us towards individuals with whom we are more genetically compatible. Attraction, then, becomes a silent but powerful dialogue between our genes and those of others, an evolutionary dance that guides us in partner selection, blending the visible and invisible in an intricate game of seduction. The role of pheromones. Pheromones, invisible messengers of attraction, weave a subtle and intangible web of nonverbal communication between individuals. These chemicals, emitted by our bodies, inadvertently travel through the air, reaching the olfactory organs of those around us and imperceptibly influencing their perceptions and behavior towards us. In the context of seduction, pheromones act as silent catalysts of attraction, stimulating outside of awareness feelings of interest, desire, or comfort. The science of pheromones reveals how, beyond conscious words and actions, we are immersed in a continuous flow of chemical communication, which shapes our social and emotional interactions in surprisingly complex and sophisticated ways. Coupling strategies, mating strategies, deeply rooted in our evolutionary heritage, manifest themselves through seductive behavior and dynamics that reflect the biological impulses and reproductive needs of species. Men, by nature, tend to spread their genes widely, often showing a predisposition towards having multiple partners. Women, on the other hand, being biologically invested in pregnancy and childbearing, are often more selective, seeking partners who offer resources, protection, and potential commitment. These ancestral dynamics translate into a modern playground, where seduction becomes an intricate ballet of desires, expectations, and strategies, often hovering between primordial instinct and complex contemporary, socio-cultural realities. Understanding these mating strategies and their influence on modern seductive behavior allows us to navigate more consciously through the labyrinth of human relationships, recognizing the subtle games of power, desire, and selection that guide, often invisibly, our affective and sexual choices. The paradox of attraction. The paradox of attraction subtly insinuates itself into the dynamics of seduction, weaving a web of contradictions and dualities that challenges our conventional understandings of appeal. In one context, a characteristic may be irresistibly attractive, while in another, it may lose its appeal, demonstrating that attraction is not a static phenomenon, but rather a fluid and contextual entity. For example, boldness and confidence, which may be magnetic in lively social situations, may not be as seductive in environments that require listening and vulnerability. This paradox also extends to the dilemma between competition and cooperation. While healthy competition can enhance desire, emphasizing the rarity and value of an individual, cooperation emphasizes the importance of connection and relational harmony. Seduction therefore becomes an art of balance, in which the individual must skillfully navigate between these opposite poles, recognizing when to shine and when to allow others to do so, when to lead and when to follow, creating an interaction that is simultaneously stimulating and nurturing, keeping the flame of attraction alive, while nurturing an authentic and mutual bond. Seduction and culture. Seduction, although deeply rooted in our biological underpinnings, is also greatly influenced by culture, creating a web of natural instincts and social norms that guide our romantic behavior. Culture, with its unspoken rules, labels, and expectations, often shapes and sometimes even contradicts our natural biological inclinations, introducing a number of challenges and opportunities into the game of seduction. For example, while biology might push us towards the free expression of desire, cultural norms might impose restrictions, suggesting acceptable ways of manifesting romantic interest. In some cultures, reserve and subtlety might be seen as more attractive, while in others, open and direct expression of desire might be celebrated. Navigating through these complex waters requires a careful understanding of both one's biological inclinations and cultural influences, allowing one to authentically express oneself while respecting and skillfully playing by cultural rules. True mastery in seduction, therefore, lies in the ability to fuse instinct with cultural acumen, creating a dialogue between our biological and cultural selves that authentically resonates with others, forming connections that are both deep and culturally attuned. The biology of seduction offers us a fascinating insight into how evolutionary and biological forces have shaped our romantic and seductive behavior. But remember, while biology can offer us guidelines, the real magic of attraction lies in our uniqueness and authenticity.